structures that aquatic and land animals and plants have to support their survival, growth, health, and behavior in the wild. Okay, so does anybody know what an adaptation is? Alright. An adaptation is a change or adjustment to improve something or make it suitable to a different situation. Alright, adaptations develop as a result of natural selection operating on random genetic variations that are capable of being passed down from one generation to the next. So an adaptation is something gained from their ancestors before them that, you know, like for example, giraffes, they have the long neck. That was an adaptation over thousands of years to get fruit. And plants and animals alike develop different characteristics to help them survive in their natural habitats. Okay, so our objectives today, we're going to be able to understand the relationship between living things and their habitats. We're going to be able to evaluate how plant and animals adapt to their habitats. We're going to be able to analyze how these adaptations help plants and animals survive. And we will learn how to create our own animal, explain how and why those adaptations work for their environment. Okay, so here's a little video about a Venus flytrap and their adaptations. Okay, so what are some different adaptations that we've seen? Anybody? Okay, so some adaptations that the Venus flytrap had adapted over thousands of years was the ability to be able to shut their leaves and be able to feed like that. Okay, so here's a video of some penguin adaptations. Okay, so what are the two adaptations that the penguins have?
Fat and fuzzy.
Fat and fuzzy. Yep, so they have the thick layer of fur to keep them warm and fat to keep them warm as well. Okay, so you've got your survival skill cards, if you'll get them out. Okay, and out of those, we're going to match the survival skill to the plant and the animal. Okay, so right here we'll do the special characteristic to help keep it off the ground and away from predators. Which one do you think that one is?
Like from these?
Yeah, it's in your course.
I have the flying squirrel.
Flying squirrel, what do you think, Bill?
That's gonna be my choice too.
All right,
Or
flying
maybe a
squirrel.
tree, perhaps.
Flying squirrel, let's see. It would be a flying squirrel. That's exactly what it is. Okay, so this plant is designed to hold water so it can stay alive longer in dry heat. Which one would that be?
Cactus.
Cactus, okay. Okay, and a special body covering to protect important organs and body parts.
Porcupine.
Porcupine, what about you, Becca?
What was it again?
Special body part covering to protect important organs and body parts.
Would it be a porcupine?
Porcupine, is that what you're going with? Porcupine
Porcupine.
is actually a turtle.
Oh, because of the shell.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a
okay.
turtle.
It's like a defense.
Okay, and the last one, this plant can attract insects and trap them to get a special nutrients that it needs.
Venus flytrap.
Venus flytrap.
Venus flytrap, let's see. It sure is. Okay, so adaptations occur over several generations. So right here's a little diagram showing how a giraffe got its long neck over thousands of years. It started out somewhat like a cow or a horse and then adapted the long neck. So adaptations are a result of evolution. Evolution is a change in the species over long periods of time. Adaptations usually occur because a gene mutates and changes by accident. Okay, so some mutations can help an animal and plant survive better than others in the species without the mutation. So what we're going to do here is read about a plant's habitat and create an animal that is going to be able to survive here. That's where you got your paper and your pen at. Okay, so you need to include these in your description. So the size, what does it eat? How will it catch or get food and water? How will it keep warm or cold? Where will it shelter? And how will it protect and defend itself? Okay, so let's see, pick a number between 1 and 4, Bill.
3.
3, okay, what's yours? Okay, so on 2, Becky, you're going to be doing a planet that is dry and hot. Most of the planet is flat. Water is found in underground streams, but there is little water on the surface of the planet. Most of the planet is covered in sand, but there are patches of dry grass. When plants can get their roots down in the underground water, they grow into tall trees with leaves and at the top, but none down at the bottom along the trunk. Some plants are small and dry, but they can be eaten. Animals on this planet include insects, a kind of bird that lives in high trees, and sand-colored lizards, and a type of rat. So that's what you're going to be drawing, just a creature that could survive on that planet. Okay, dry, sandy planet. Okay, and yours was 3. Your planet is hot and wet. Most of the planet is covered in trees and rainforests. The planet is very flat. Water collects in large pools and lakes that have water in them all year. A kind of poisonous plant grows in the ground. The plant has spines and is poisonous, and any animal who steps on it is sure to die. There are lots of plants, including leaves, fruits, and nuts. Animals include meat-eating snakes, insects, monkeys, fish, and birds. So that's what you'll be drawing. And I'll give you about 5 minutes to do that.
Can we go back to the one it says all the characteristics.
Yeah,
we
what
need
you
to
need.
add. Oh,
Okay, yeah, so here's what you need to add.
I'm not very good at drawing.
That's alright, it's in a drawing class. It don't have to be like, perfect or anything, just something that we can see that can survive on one of these plants. Alright, just let me know when you're done.
stand on.
Alright, you good to go? Alright, yeah.
One more.
Okay. Alright. Becca, would you like to show us yours? Go show the camera. Okay. Alright, so how big is it?
It's probably about 7 foot tall.
7 foot tall. Okay, what does it eat?
Bugs and worms
And how will it catch it?
with its snout on the ground.
Okay. And how will it keep warm or cold?
Well, mine's a desert, right?
Yeah.
Well, he's scaly
Okay. Alright, where will it shelter at?
in a cave.
Okay. And how will it protect itself?
It has spots on his back.
Okay, good job. Alright, Bill, you wanna share yours with us?
Sure.
Okay. And how big is it?
5 to 7 feet.
Oh, wow. Alright, what's the
Like meat, small animals, 4 legs, just anything down on the ground.
Okay. Alright, how will it catch it?
But its legs are like spiked on the end, so
Oh, no.
that's its way to catch stuff.
Okay. Alright, how will it keep warm or cold?
Its legs are also like a cocoon that goes around itself.
Oh,
so
that's cool. That's cool. Where will it shelter at?
same place.
In itself?
Yeah.
Okay. How will it protect or defend itself?
The same way. Its legs are hardened, so
Right.
it rolls up and it's
Kind
just
of
a
like
ball.
a armadillo.
Armadillo.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of, but it's got 8 legs.
Alright, good job, guys. Okay, and here's a little activity, Stuart the shark, okay? So do you think that Stuart the shark would survive if he were placed into a pond?
No,
And why?
because sharks are salt water.
Okay. Bill, you got anything?
That's yeah.
Okay. Alright. What are 2 things that help Stuart the shark survive in the ocean?
His teeth.
His teeth?
They're quick too. So
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Alright, can you name another animal in the ocean that has characteristics like Stuart the shark?
dolphin.
Dolphin?
Shake the same.
Yeah, it is. Okay. Alright, here's a little review of the things that we learned today. We learned that how to understand the relationship between living things and their habitat, how to evaluate plants and animals that adapt to their habitat, and we learned how to analyze these adaptations to help plants and animals survive, and we learned how to create your own animal and explain how and why those adaptations work for their environment. And that is all I have for you today. Thank you. Thank you.